Dear students, so far we discussed about the wireless mobile communication system. So from wireless mobile communication system, from the first unit, we discussed about the introduction about wireless mobile communication system and evolution of mobile radio communication system, evolution of radio mobile communication system and examples of wireless communication system. Okay, and the generations of wireless communication system, that is generation 1, generation 2, generation 3, generation 4, generation 5. Okay, and we have seen the wireless local area networking system, WLAN also. Okay, so WLAN also we discussed, and we discussed about frequency reuse. We discussed about frequency reuse and channel assignment strategies. Channel assignment strategies, how the channels can be connected when you are going far from the tower. Okay, and channel handoffs. Channel handoffs. So channel is if you are going far from the tower, so the channel will be connected to the next tower. How the handoffs are going to be placed. Okay, and interference and system capacity, how it is in the signals are interfering with the other systems. Okay, co-channels, we discussed about the co-channels. So co-channels, how it is going to disturb and how it is going to overcome from the problem. Okay, and trunking and grade of service. Okay, we also discussed about trunking and grade of service. This is also part of the interference. Okay, how we can give the grades for the quality of the channel. Okay, and improving the coverage of the radio channel and capacity in cellular system. Okay, in the last class we discussed about improving the coverage and capacity in cellular systems. Okay, so the second unit we are going to discuss about the spread spectrum mode and techniques. The second unit we are going to discuss about spread spectrum modulation techniques. Okay, spread spectrum modulation techniques. So what is mean by spread spectrum modulation techniques? It is nothing but, see, when you are sending the signals from person to person, so that signals it should spread. Is it not? The signals it should spread. Okay. So what happens if you are sending the signals in spreading? In spreading. So there are the different types techniques are there, and also we have some pseudocode noise. Okay. So what are the topics that we will see now? See, the next topics we have here, pseudo noise sequence. Pseudo noise sequence or pseudo random noise sequence. Pseudo random noise sequence also. And direct sequence spread spectrum. Direct sequence spread spectrum, DSSS. Okay. So what is the pseudo noise sequence first of all? What is the pseudo noise sequence? When the signals are transmitting through the transmitter in the air, so generally it rapids to the air, is it not? So it rapids to the air, and also unwanted things, unwanted the natural calamities or something happened to the signals. So what happens? It generates some noise. So generally it generates some noise is known as pseudo noise sequence, pseudo random noise sequence. So we don't know where and when that noise is going to occur. So we said it as pseudo random noise sequence. Okay, so in cryptography, pseudo random noise is a signal similar to noise which satisfies one or more of the standard tests for statistical randomness. Okay, so although it seems to lack any defined pattern, any defined pattern is nothing but any unwanted things in the society or in the air and in the rapid or something. Unwanted lack any the standard test for statistical randomness. Okay, so signal not satisfy one or more of the standard test for statistical randomness. Although it seems to lack any defined pattern, pseudo random noise consists a deterministic sequence of pulses that will repeat itself after its period. Okay, so pseudo random noise consists of deterministic sequence of pulses that will repeat itself after its period. Even the period it happens also some disturbance, some noise is generating for the signals is known as the pseudo noise sequence or pseudo random noise sequence. Okay, we'll see what is spread spectrum. Spreading the spectrum. Spectrum is nothing but one method. Is it not? Spectrum is method spreading how the signals it is spreading. Okay. So in telecommunication and radio communication, spread spectrum techniques are methods by which a signal generated with a particular bandwidth is deliberately spread in the frequency domain, resulting in a signal with a wide bandwidth. Nothing but we are sending the signals through a method is known as the spread spectrum. Okay, we are sending through transmitter to the bandwidth and we are sending the signals in known as the spread spectrum. Okay, so in telecommunication, the spread spectrum techniques are methods by which a signal generated with a particular bandwidth. Is it not? Signals will go with a bandwidth. Okay, bandwidth and is deliberately spread. Deliberately, it will spread in the frequency domain. Okay, so a set of frequency bandwidth is nothing but in a form of frequency. Okay, so resulting in a signal with a wider bandwidth. With a wider bandwidth. Okay, and spread spectrum is also defined as input is fed into a channel encoder. Okay, if you go into the detail about that, input is fed into a channel encoder. Channel encoder is there. So some input it is going through the channel encoder and produces analog signal with narrow bandwidth. So that what happens? These signals, analog signals are going with the small narrow bandwidth and the signal is further modulated using sequence of digits. Okay, that analog signals are converted into the digits, sequence of digits and it is going towards forward and spreading code or spreading sequence. So that is converting into the form of spreading code or spreading the sequence of digits and generated by pseudo noise or pseudo random noise generator. So generally depends on the situation, it may be generated the pseudo noise or pseudo random number generator. Okay, so effect of modulation is to increase bandwidth of signal to be transmitted. Effect of modulation is to increase bandwidth of signal to be transmitted when it is transmitting. So that will be effects in the transmitting. Okay, so general information definition about the spread spectrum is some input it is going through the channel. Okay, channel encoder. Just now we have seen the discussion definition. Channel encoder, from channel encoder to the modulator. Okay, through modulator, through spread generator, some kind of technique it is giving to the modulator and it is going through the channel. It is going through the channel and demodulator. What we are doing here, it is some method involving and it is converting into normal for spread generator. Okay, for spreading generator. This is decoding, this is encoding. Decoding decodes that and it is encoding and it is again going to the normal form, that is channel encoder, and the message is out. The message, it is nothing but spreading the signals. Spectrum is one method. Okay, block diagram of the spread spectrum communication system, right? Okay, so here also the spread spectrum, the definition, what can be gained from apparent waste of spectrum. So what we are going to get, what are in what way we are benefiting, what way we are what can be gained from apparent waste of spectrum. So immunity from various kinds of noise and multipath distortion. So there will be immunity will be increased as to minimize the noise and towards the multipath distortion for checking the the different parts to minimize the noise. Okay, can be used for hiding and encrypting signals. It is also a spectrum is going to use for the hiding and encrypting signals. Is it not? Signals passing is decryption and encryption, that is encrypting signals, hiding the encrypting signals. And several users can independently use the same higher bandwidth with very little interference. Okay, several users can independently use the same higher bandwidth with very little interference. Interference also will be there with a higher quality of the signals. Okay, is can be transmitted. Okay, now we are going to see the topic, that is direct sequence spread spectrum, DSSS. What is direct sequence spread spectrum? Spread spectrum is nothing but it is a method of one type of method. Spectrum is one type of method is transmitting in the air. So what is the method? Here we are going to discuss direct sequence. It is direct sequence, signals are going direct to the spread spectrum, that is DSSS. Okay, so here each bit in original signal is represented by multiple bits in the transmitted signal. We discussed about what is a bit, what is a byte. Is it not? When the signals are transmitting, the signals are converting into bits. Just now we discussed. Is it not? It is converting into bits, and each bit in original signal is represented by multiple bits in the transmitted signal. It is going to in a narrow way, and it is transmitting and multiple bits, transmitting into multiple bits in the transmitted signal. Okay, spreading code spreads signal across a wider frequency band. Okay, spreading code spreads signal across a wider frequency. What is the code that we are giving? Spreading code. Okay, it is spreading with the signals across a wider frequency to the a wider frequency band, right? That is, spread is in direct proportion to number of bits used. It is equally proportional to the that is the code, that is the bits. It is equal, and the spreading code is also equal to the, it is proportionally equal to number of bits which are used, which are transmitting. One technique combines digital information stream with a spreading code bit stream using exclusive OR. See, we discussed about in computer organization some methods. Okay, so that is AND, OR, NOT gate, AND gate, and exclusive OR gate, exclusive NOR gate. Okay, half adder, full adder. We all discussed about this. Is it not? Here we are using the method that is exclusive OR. Exclusive OR, that is method we are using for the direct sequence spread spectrum. Okay, we can see the diagram for direct sequence spread spectrum here. Okay, so we can see the example here. It is transmitting with a data input A and a locally generated pin bit stream, that is pseudo noise. Okay, pin bit stream and transmitted signals. Okay, transmitted signals. Okay, so it is using exclusive OR method. Just now we discussed it is using the exclusive OR the method, and this is the first one is for the transmitter, and the second one is the receiver end. Here it is, the first one is the transmitter end and the second one is the receiver end. Okay, as just now I told you, the signals will be converted into zeros and ones, that is bits, zeros and ones, 0 1 1 0 0 0 1. So as we know, the zeros, the signals can be converted into 3 bits, 4 bits, like that. So okay, so it may convert into here 0 0 1 or 1 0 0, 3 bits or 4 bits. Okay, so like that, here it is giving some, defining some code. Okay, here see, by simplifying this T transport. Okay, by simplifying this transport, again it is going for the some definition, some technique. 0, here it is considering 4 bits, 0 0 1 1 0. So by combining this to 4, and it is giving 0. Okay, and here 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 is it is defining with 1. Okay, so we can define the value of 4 bits. Suppose 0110, what is the value of this? It is 2 plus 3, 5. Okay, so 5, and here it is 1 plus 0 plus 0, 1, and 8, 9. Okay, 9. So based on that, it is defining some technique, and based on this again it is going to define a technique. The based on the transport, and again the above, it is also giving some technique, that is 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 1, like that. So it also can be with 4 bits. For example, 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 1. Okay, so like that it is giving some define some technique, and it is going for the next level. There also again it is simplifying that code, and it is giving one. Okay, so this is nothing but the direct sequence spread spectrum. Direct sequence spread spectrum. Okay, and here it is receiver's end. Same, what is the method is used in the above, the same method will be used for decrypting, the signals. Okay, received signal, that is C, and locally generated, that is noise, pseudo noise bit stream identical to B above the same, and data output, whatever the noise is generating, and it here trying to remove the noise to by giving some techniques. Okay, so here A is equal, here C is equal to A into B, here A is equal to C into B. Okay, exclusive or exclusive or. Okay, clear? This is the example of how the direct method of spreading is going on. Okay, see, DSSS using BPSK. Okay, that is BPSK, multiply BPSK signal. It is using with the multiply with the BPSK signals by okay, so that is S of D, SD of T is equal to A into D of T cos 2 pi F control T. Okay, so this is a definition. Okay, and by the constant of T takes values plus 1 minus 1. Some we are giving some techniques here by plus 1 and minus 1, so that we are going to get that standard of T is equal to A into D of T and C of T, that is cos 2 pi F Ct. Okay, so what is A is amplified of signal, that is we discussed in the earlier, that is AM and FM. Is it not? Amplified signal, amplified modulation, AM. Okay, and FC is called carrier frequency, the bandwidth, carrier frequency, the bandwidth of the signal. Okay, so D of T is nothing but discrete function, that is we are giving some techniques, that is plus 1 and minus 1. Okay, and at receiver end, incoming signal multiplied by CFT, incoming signal multiplied by CFT. Why it is multiplying? To get the same, the clarity on the signals. So since CFT into CFT is equal to 1, okay, so incoming signal is recovered. See, incoming signal is recovered. Okay, here also we can see the diagram of the how direct sequence spectrum is performing. Here earlier we have seen the example. Here also in terms of some notations. So here we can see the transmitter end and the receiver end. Okay, in the earlier also we have seen transmitter end and the receiver end. Here it is the transmitter end, binary data 0 1 0 0 0 1 data. Okay, through the modulator. Okay, through the modulator, and it is going through the, just now I told you, some SD of T. Okay, and here it is implementing some technique. Okay, so DS spreader, it is spreading, and here from here again it is going to pseudo noise. It is going to add the pseudo noise to here. Okay, and it is spreading in the signals. The signals are spreading. Okay, so this is at the end of transmitter, right? So what happens in the receiver end? Same, what is the technique here we are using? The same technique will be used to for decryption of the signals. Okay, so spectrum signals, that is pseudo noise is adding to this with some unwanted things, and they are spreading, which we used here here also we are using, and the it is to simplify that is of SDFD, that is demodulator. Here it is modulating and here it is demodulator. Okay, so again it is giving binary data 0 1 0 0 0 1 like that. Okay, so this is transmitter end and this is the receiver end. Okay, we can see code division multiple access CDMA. We know this CDMA. Even we are using the phones. Is it not CDMA phone? Okay, code division multiple access. So basic principles of CDMA, that is D for rate of data signal, and B is for break each bit into K chips. Okay, that is data signals is dividing breaking into K chips, and it is using for chips are a user specific fixed pattern. Okay, chips are is user specific fixed pattern, means it is the chips are giving the predefined information. Predefined, what is the information if the chip is receiving according to it or give the some output. Okay, fixed pattern, and chip data rate of a new channel, that is K into D. How the CDMA is going work, that principle is the data rate of data signal and break each data signal into K chips. So the K chips will have the predefined information, and so that it is going to KD. Okay, see, we can see the CDMA example also. If K is equal to 6 and code is a sequence of ones and minus. Okay, if K is equal to 6 and code is a sequence of ones and minus ones. Okay, so for 1 bit A sends code as chip pattern. Okay, for 1 bit A sends code to chip pattern, that is C1 C2 C3 C4 C5 6. Okay, so if it is 1, it is going to give 6 bits C1 C2 C3 C4 C5 6. Okay, for 0, if the here it is 0 bit A sends complement of A code. So what is the complement of 0? Again it is 1. What is the complement of 1? It is 0. Is it not? So 1 plus 1, it is 1 0. So as we know what is complement, is it not? So for 0 bit A sends complement of code, that is minus C1 minus C2 minus 3 minus C4 minus C5 minus 6. Is it not complement? Okay, so this is the transmitter end, and receiver send. Receiver knows sender's code and performs electronic decode function. So whatever the method they use, the same method they have to use in the receiver send. Means through the pattern, through the sending signals, the code is also will be sent. It also will be added, so that the receiver send the code also it will be know, and it will decrypt the signals. Okay, so that is SU of dt is equal to d1 into c1 plus d2 into c2 plus d3 into c3 distance. Okay, and d4 into c4, d5 into c5, and d6 into c6. Okay, so receiver send, that is minus into d1 d2 d4 d5 d6. Okay, receiver chip pattern, and it is minus c1 c2 c3 c4 sender's code. Okay, again it is going to give the code, the technique, so that it will be going to the previous pattern, right? Here also CDMA example in the same way just now we have seen. Use the RA code, that is 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1. Okay, with 6 bits to send 1 bit is equal to 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1. Okay, to send 0 is equal to minus opposite complement. Okay, complement of see, here it is 1, it is 0, here it is 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 minus 1, complementing. One's complement here, so that enter this complement is this. Okay, in the same way here it is A and here it is B. Okay, and complement of this is here, see, 1 1 and 1. Okay, so that it is added, and receiver receiving with A's code. Okay, receiver will receive the A's code, that is A's code is into receiver's chip pattern. Chip pattern is nothing but the technique. Okay, chip pattern is a technique which used in the signals. So that is user A is 1 and user A is 0 and user B is 1. So that it is bit 6 is equal to 1 and bit minus 6 is equal to 0 and bit 0 is equal to unwanted signal ignored. Okay, unwanted signal ignored. What is unwanted signal? Here it is pseudo noise. Okay, pseudo noise signal is ignored. Okay, so there are the categories of spreading sequences. There are the categories in spreading sequences. That is spreading sequence categories, pseudo noise, that is pseudo noise, random pseudo noise sequence, okay, and orthogonal codes for frequency hopping spread spectrum. For frequency hopping spread spectrum, the next we are going to do FHSS, frequency hopping spread spectrum. Okay, and for that also pseudo noise is generated. Okay, and pseudo noise sequences most common in the FHSS for DSSS systems not employing code division multiple access. For DSSS systems, it is not employing the CDMA technique. Okay, and pseudo noise sequences most common. Okay, in DSS also. For DSSS CDMA systems and pseudo noise sequences, orthogonal codes. Orthogonal codes. Okay, so important pseudo noise properties. Important pseudo noise properties. It is randomness. So we don't know where and how that pseudo noise may be generated. It is randomness, uniform distribution. So when it is going to give disturbance, so it is a uniform method, and balance property, run property, and independence, correlation property, unpredictability. Is it not? Pseudo noise we cannot expect and we cannot control it. We cannot predict, and we know where and how we are getting the pseudo noise. Okay. Linear feedback shift register implementation. We discussed about in computer organization about some registers. Shift register, shift right register, shift left register. Okay, and code segment register, data segment registers, extra segment registers. Okay, there are different types of code registers, and at the same time there are the shift registers. Okay, shift to left, shift to right, and there are the registers are accumulator registers. Okay, so here linear feedback shift register implementation. Linear feedback shift register implementation. How this method is going to work? Here bi1 it is bn1, okay, bn minus 2 so on, and b1 and b0. See, means it is from higher priority to the lower priority, n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus, so that n0 and 1 0. Okay, the output is going like this. Okay, and here it is coming like okay, so here the input senders and it is output. Okay, that is 1 bit shift register and exclusive OR circuit we are using. So multiply circuit. Okay, here it is multiply circuit, and this is using for exclusive OR, and here it is 1 bit shift register, 1 bit shift registers. Okay, this is about the what we discussed today. We discussed about the pseudo noise, pseudo random noise news, and the spread spectrum and the direct spread spectrum of. Okay, so you go through this topic and read more about this, and if you have any doubts, you mail me so that we can discuss. Okay, thank you.